ほら、ルフィ、今一緒に海賊になる仲間を探してるんだ。
Hello guys, welcome to my channel The Wandering Zoro, your go-to destination for anime-related content. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. In today's video, we're going to be diving into part 1 of the series What If Izuku Was a Supreme God in DxD who chose to live as a human. So be sure to stick around until the end, and let's get started. It was a new morning, and a young boy has just woken up. This is a surreal dreamer. He may not look like much, but in reality, he is the god of hyperdeath. Today is his first day at Hugh's new school. Unknown character. Asriel. Asriel, coming mom. He rushed down the stairs to see his dearest mother, Toriel. Toriel, good morning, son. Asriel, mornin' mom. Toriel, ready for your first day of school at Kuo Academy? Asriel rubbed the back of his head. Asriel, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous. Toriel, you have nothing to worry about. Don't forget, you're not going alone. Chris will be with you. Asriel, speaking of Chris, where is he? Toriel, he's probably still asleep. Would you be a dear and wake him up? Asriel, sure thing, mom. Asriel went over to Chris' room. Asriel, Chris? Wake up. No noise was heard. Asriel, Chris? He walked over to Chris, who was still sleeping. He then sighed. Asriel, well, here we go again. He raised his arms and that woke him up. Chris, WH. I'm up. Asriel, good. Chris, I wish you wouldn't do that. Asriel, well, how else am I supposed to wake you up? Chris, touche. By the way, you need to change your appearance. Asriel, way ahead of you, Chris. Asriel used his powers to change his appearance too. Chris, that works. So what should I call you? Asriel, when I look like this, call me Izuku. Chris, gotcha. Izuku it is. Toriel, boys. We need to go. Izuku and Chris, crud. They ran out of the room and made their way to Toriel. Izuku, ready, mom. Toriel, Chris. Asriel, it is a beautiful day, is it not? Her sons nodded as they got in the car and drove off. Eventually, they made it to Chris, this is it. Welcome to Kuo Academy. Word of advice. A good majority of the boys here are perverts. Izuku, great. Just great. Chris, yeah, I know. Anyways, follow me to our class. Izuku nodded, and Chris led him to his class. Chris, all right. You stay out here. Wait for the teacher to call on you, okay? Izuku, okay. Chris then entered the classroom. Chris, hey, teach. Alphys, oh. Chris, good to see you on time for once. I assume the new student is here too, right? Chris, yep. Anyways, I'll take my seat. He went over to his seat, which was behind a white-haired girl by the name of Kaneko. Kaneko, hey, Chris. Chris, hey. How's you know him? Kaneko, ugh. The perv. I can't believe he's a part of the group now. Des, tell me about it. Wish he would keep his perverted ways away from us for at least 5 minutes. Chris, yikes. That bad, huh? Kaneko, yeah? Alphys, all right, class. Today, we have a new student joining us. Please give him a warm welcome. Kaneko, him? Great. Another perv. Chris, don't be so sure about that. Kaneko, huh? Des, what do you mean? Chris smirked. Chris, you'll see. Alphys, all right. Come on in. The door opened, and Izuku walked in. Izuku. Hello, everyone. My name is Izuku Dreamer. I'm Chris' older brother. I hope to get along well with you. Chris and Des, brother? Des, Azzy. Kaneko. Whispering I didn't know you had a brother, Chris. Chris. Whispering you never asked. Alphys. You'll be sitting next to your brother, Chris. Izuku. Thanks, Ms. Alphys. Izuku walked to the seat next to Chris, which was also behind Des' seat. Chris, doing good. I have a pretty good reputation at this school. Kaneko, I'd say it's more of a mediocre reputation considering all the pranks you pull. Izuku, please tell me you didn't put a bath bomb in one of the toilets again. Chris, haha, I did. Izuku face-palmed. Izuku, good grief. Chris, relax. I only did it in the boys' bathroom. Izuku, it was still a bad thing to do. Kaneko, not really. He earned the respect of all the girls by doing that. Izuku, he did? Des, you're new, so might as well tell you. In this school, almost every single boy is a pervert. Only 2 boys, excluding you, aren't perverts. Chris, and a boy a grade above named Yudo Kiba. Izuku, yikes. Des, I know. Anyways, It's good to see you again. Kaneko, you met him before, Des? Des, yeah. Did you forget that Chris is my neighbor? Obviously, I've met his brother. Kaneko, good point. Izuku, I'm Izuku Dreamer. Nice to meet you. He held out his hand, but Kaneko did not take it. She looked away. Kaneko Tuju. Izuku's sweat dropped. Izuku, did I say something wrong? Des, nah? It just tells time for Kaneko to warm up to someone. Chris, she's like a cat in a sense. Give it time, and she'll warm up to you. Same thing happened with me, despite being Des' friend. Izuku, I see. After that, class continued as normal. Eventually, it was time for lunch. Izuku and Chris were eating lunch together. Izuku, I can't believe how many girls are here. Chris, well, Koa used to be an all-girls school, so of course there'd be a large amount of females. Izuku, good point. Then, they heard a few boys talking about perverted things. When they looked over, they saw the 3 most perverted boys in the school peeking through the girls' changing room. Izuku, what the heck? Chris, good grief. They're at it again. Izuku, who are they? Chris, Issei, Matsuda, and Motohama. They are the perverted trio. Izuku, perverted trio? Chris, they are the 3 most perverted boys at school. Practically everyone hates them. Izuku, doesn't anyone try to do anything about it? Chris, all the time. Never works. And here they are again, peeking at girls in the changing room. Izuku got up. Izuku, well, seeing as how they are invading a woman's personal space, I'll do something about it. Chris, be my guest. Just don't kill them. Izuku, K. He walked over to the perverted trio. Izuku, hey. The 3 perverts looked at Izuku. Issei, huh? A new boy? Matsuda, yo? Nice to meet you. Oh, you want to join? Matsuda doubled over. Motohama, what the hell, man? Izuku turned his head toward them. Motohama and Issei backed up a bit. Izuku, I hate when people don't respect the privacy of others. He cracked his knuckles. Izuku, so here's the deal. I'm gonna beat you up to teach you a lesson. Issei, who even are you? Izuku, the name's Izuku Dreamer. I'm sure you met my brother, Chris. Perverted trio, oh. For the next 5 minutes, Izuku beat them up. Izuku, I hope you learned your lesson. Izuku then walked back to Chris while all the girls were happy that they could actually trust this boy. Chris, nice job, bro. Izuku, thanks. After that, they went back to eating until lunch was over. Then, they went back to class. In class, Des, hey guys. Chris and Izuku. Hey Des. Des, I saw what you did. Good job. Izuku, thanks. But man, I hate it when people do that. Des, how do you think I feel? Makes it hard for me to trust most guys. And don't even get me started on Kaneko. She hates perverts with a burning passion. Izuku, understandable. He felt a tap on his shoulder. He turned around to see Kaneko. Kaneko, hey. Izuku, right? Izuku, yeah? What's up? Kaneko, I saw what you did. Respect. Izuku, thanks. Kaneko then took her seat and class went on as normal. After school, the bell just rang. Izuku, well, time to go. Chris, yup. They then left. While they were walking home, Izuku and Chris began talking to each other. Izuku, so Kaneko, Des, and that pervert are devils, huh? Chris' eyes widened. Chris, how did you? Izuku, did you forget who I am? Or rather, what I am? Chris, good point. Detecting that stuff would be child's play to someone like you. Izuku, exactly. So, what do you plan on doing over the weekend? Chris, I've got to work on my homework. Izuku, dude, you still haven't completed it? Chris, I'm not exactly as smart as you. Izuku, you want some help with it? Chris, nah, I got it. What are you planning on doing? Izuku, I'm just going to take a walk tomorrow. That's all. Maybe when you're done with your homework, we can play some games. Chris, sounds good to me. After that, they made it to home. The next day, Izuku was walking around the park. Izuku, it's a good day for a walk. But then, unknown character, wah. Izuku looked to see that a girl had fallen down. Izuku, golly. Whoa. Are you okay? He ran over to the girl and helped her up. Unknown character. Yeah, I'm okay. Izuku, good to hear it. I'm Izuku Dreamer. Unknown character. Nice to meet you, Izuku. My name is Asia Argento. Izuku, nice to meet you. I take it you're a nun, right? Asia, yeah? How'd you know? Izuku, your attire. That's what nuns wear. Asia, oh. I'm actually new to this town. Izuku, I see. Would you like me to take you to the church? Asia, really? You take me there? Izuku, of course. I enjoy helping people. Asia, thank you very much. With that, Izuku began to lead Asia to the church. However, along the way, they heard crying and saw that a boy was hurt. Izuku, oh, he's hurt. Asia, don't cry. Let me help you. Then, a green glow came from her hands because of these strange rings, and the boy was healed. Izuku, Twilight healing. So she has a sacred gear. Gotta act like I don't know about this. What was that? Asia, oh, that was a miracle gift from God. Izuku, amazing. After that, he continued to lead her to the church. Eventually they got there. Izuku, here it is. The crutch. Asia, thank you for taking me here. I should thank you properly actually. Would it be a problem for you to come inside with me? Izuku, no, but you really don't have to thank me properly. Asia, huh? Izuku, look, I appreciate the gesture, but honestly, just knowing that I helped you is plenty enough for me. That's enough of a thanks to me. I don't need anything else in return. Asia, you're such a kind soul. It's like you were sent down to this world as a blessing from God. Izuku, not exactly. Asia, thank you very much for helping me. I hope to see you again soon. With that she left and Izuku started to head back home. However, Izuku, I have a bad feeling about this. That church is abandoned. Why would she be going there? Something dangerous is going on here. The next day, Izuku was relaxing by a tree when Des came over to him. Izuku, oh, hey Des. What's up? Des, Izuku, something bad is happening. Izuku, what's wrong? Des, listen to me. She looked around to make sure no one was listening. Des, so, you know I'm a devil now, right? Izuku, yeah? You know very well that you can't hide it from me. Des, and you know that Issei is a devil too, right? Izuku, you mean that guy with the red shirt that I beat up a couple days ago? Des nodded. Des, you see, he had this contract and… Izuku, back up. You and Issei are part of the same peerage? Des, yeah. And Kaneko too. Izuku, that must suck for you girls. Des, it does, but that's not on topic. He came across this psycho priest that killed his client and tried to kill him. Then, he met this girl. I think her name was Asia. Izuku, Asia? Des, you know her? Izuku, I met her yesterday. Des, I see. Anyways, he tried to keep her safe, but she ended up getting captured by the fallen angels, and now we got word that they are going to rip out her sacred gear. What it is, I'm unsure. Izuku, is Issei alright? Des, yeah, he's fine. But now we're tasked with going after those fallen angels, and there will be a lot of stray priests there. So I was wondering if you could help us? Izuku, you want my help? Des, yeah. Izuku, so why are you acting nervous? He got up. Izuku, I'd be happy to help. Des, even though you'd be helping devils? Izuku, devils, fallen angels, humans, none of that matters to me in the slightest. Besides, I had a feeling something bad would happen involving Asia anyways. I want to help. Des sighed, but had a smile on her face. Des, you're the same as ever, Azzy. Izuku covered her mouth. Izuku, stop. Don't call me that out in the open. We don't need anyone to know who I really am. Des, but we're the only two here. Izuku, better safe than sorry. Des, good point. Anyways, we'll be at the abandoned church. Make sure to be there at say a few minutes after we arrive. This way, we don't draw suspicion. Izuku, sounds good. See you then. Des, thanks, Izuku. She then left. Izuku, don't worry, Asia. I'll save you. I promise. It was night, and Izuku received a text from Des that they have arrived. After 5 minutes, he got ready to go. He changed his appearance back to normal and flew off to the abandoned church. Asriel, here I am. Don't worry, Asia. I'm going to save you. He walked up to the door. Inside the church, Kaneko, Issei, Des, and Kiba weren't doing so well. The psychotic priest by the name of Fried Selzen was fully prepared and was holding them off well. Issei, this is bad. Kiba, any ideas? Fried, I have one. Die right now. He laughed maniacally and rushed in front of Kiba and was about to slash him. Kiba, no? This can't be it. I still have to avenge my friends. But then, Kiba disappeared. Fried, the hell. Issei, Kaneko, where'd he go? Des, guess he's here. Unknown character. Over here. They looked to the side to see Kiba behind Asriel. Everyone, Des, who are you? Asriel chuckled as they all felt a powerful pressure from him. Asriel, howdy. I'm Asriel, the absolute god of hyperdeath. Everyone a god. Fried, No way in hell are you a god. You're just a kid. He rushed towards Israel and swung his light sword at him, but Israel summoned. He then clashed his chaos saber with Freed's sword. Freed, what is this? Israel, you like it? I call it my chaos saber. Israel parried Freed's sword and then slashed at it, breaking it instantly. Freed, oh no. So you can use a sword. He brought out a gun filled with light bullets. Freed, let's see you deal with this. He fired the gun, but they did nothing to Israel no matter how many bullets hit. Freed, why isn't this working? Israel, do I need to spell it out for you? I'm the god of hyperdeath. You can't kill me, especially with those pathetic bullets of yours. He then brought out his Chaos Buster and pointed it at Freed. Freed, what kind of toy is that? Israel, oh, this is no toy. Taste the rainbow mother-father. Freed was blasted through the wall. Israel, weak. Freed got out of the rubble, seriously injured. Freed, I gotta get out of here. He brought out a flashbang and used it to blind everyone. He then made his escape. Issei, oh no. He's gone. Israel, we'll find him eventually. He can't hide forever. They all looked at Israel. Israel, what? Kaneko, who are you really? Israel, I'm Israel, the absolute god of hyperdeath. Now, I'd love to stay and chat, but I came here to rescue the captured young girl here. He ran over to the trapdoor and ripped it open before heading down there. That's when Rias and Aquino came in. Rias, are you all okay? Des, crud. Issei Rias. Aquino, seems like you really wrecked up that priest. Kaneko, no? It wasn't us. Rias, it wasn't? Then who was it? Kiba, he said his name was Israel. Rias Israel, as in the god of hyperdeath. Issei, wait, he was serious about that. Aquino, Israel is the youngest, but most powerful god out there. He's not well known due to him being so young, but he is a god. There's no doubt about it. Issei, but why would he help us? We're devils. Rias, the rumors say that he does not care about the species of those he helps. Out of all the gods, Israel is the nicest. He does not care who he's helping. Devils, fallen angels, humans, to him, if they're nice and need help, he will help them. Des, no kidding. Rias, what I can't understand is how he knew where we were. Issei, wait, he's heading towards Asia. I have to get there. Rias, you're not actually thinking of taking him on, are you? Issei, what? Come on. I'm an idiot, but I'm not that dumb. He one-shot that psycho priest. No way can I take him. But he's going to come across a bunch of enemies, and I have got to see the beat down he's going to put on them. It's going to be awesome. Kaneko, you know, for once, I agree with the perv. Des, same. Let's go. They rushed down the trap door to catch up with Israel. Israel ran down the stairs to find Asia chained up and Rainier doing a ritual. Israel, she's trying to take her sacred gear. Hey, Rainier looked at Israel. Rainier, well, this is odd. I was expecting devils. What are you doing here? Israel, stopping you from taking her sacred gear. Rainier, oh please. You can't stop me. And the ritual is almost complete. Israel, almost you say? Then I can still stop it. Rainier, go ahead and try. Israel smirked, and with a snap of his fingers, the ritual was stopped. Rainier, what? How? Israel flew up to Rainier and punched her in the face, sending her into a wall. He then flew over to Asia and released her from her chains. As she fell, Israel caught her. She then opened her eyes to see Israel, and she was incredibly shocked. Asia, you Israel. Israel, so you heard of me. Yes, I am Israel, the absolute god of hyperdeath. Asia, I can't believe I'm actually meeting you. Am I dead? Israel, nah, you're alive. But you would have died if I didn't get here when I did. Rainier got out of the wall and glared at them. Rainier, you'll pay for what you did. Asia went behind Israel. Meanwhile, the Gremory peerage made it to them. Issei, he saved her. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Israel glanced at Issei, which made him tense up. But Israel noticed this and gave a smirk as a way of saying, you want an awesome fight? I'll give you one. Israel, oh, I'm going to pay. Please. I'm the god of hyperdeath. I know you're a fallen angel, but I figured you would know this. Rainier scoffed. Rainier, you? A god? Please. You're just a kid. Israel, your point? So I'm a kid. How does that not make me a god? I mean, this is just a taste of my power. He shot bullets from his Chaos Buster and knocked out every exorcist in the room with ease. Israel, man, they were weaker than I thought. I mean, I held back a heck ton. Rainier grit her teeth. Israel, you know, I could kill you instantly. But that would be rather boring. And those devils over there. He pointed at the Gremory Peerage. Rainier saw them and threw a light spear at them, only for it to be destroyed by Asriel's fire. Asriel, nah, this is a fight between us, not them. Now, as I was saying, those devils are looking to see an exciting fight. And you know, I'd like to give it to them. He snapped his fingers, and the entire area shook before it changed to. Issei, holy cow. Everyone was floating in this area. Even Asia, who did not have wings. Rainier, what the hell? What is this place? Asriel, welcome to my domain. In here, I make all the rules. For example, I know. Issei Hyudo cannot look at melons. Issei, wait, what? Asriel, go on. Try and look at them. Issei tried to look at Rias melons, but his eyes kept darting up to her face before he could even glimpse at them. Issei, no. Kaneko, this guy has my respect. Des, right? Issei, this god is more powerful than I thought. Kaneko, wait. How did he know Issei is a pervert? She shrugged it off. Kaneko, he's a god. He probably knew from the start. Now Rainier was getting nervous. The fact that he could stop Issei from doing that here meant that he was no joke. But she steeled herself and summoned a light spear. Asriel. Oh, I'm not done. He turned to Asia. Asriel, Asia Argento. Would you mind telling me how you got involved in these dorks in the first place? Asia looked down but told him how she got labeled as a heretic because she healed a devil. Asia, I'm sure you're disappointed in me. Asriel, for what? Asia, for healing. Asriel, a devil? Here's the thing, Asia. I don't care about what you healed. Let me summarize this. You got excommunicated and labeled as a heretic for simply helping someone who was injured, not caring that it was a devil. Rainier threw her light spear, but it disappeared halfway to its mark. Asriel, do you mind? I'm trying to have a conversation here. Rainier tried to fly towards them, but she couldn't move. Asriel, yeah, I saw that coming a mile away. Now stay there and be a good little beach. Anyways, your kindness is something that isn't found often these days. Those jerky priests may not appreciate that, but I do. Asia, really? Asriel, yep. So, I'd like you to join me in taking down this fallen angel. Asia, I'd love to help out a god with his efforts. But my sacred gear is only useful in healing. I'm not useful in combat. Asriel smiled brightly. Asriel, what if I told you I could help with that? Asia, well, I wouldn't be surprised. You are a god after all. Asriel, would you accept my offer? Asia, of course. Asriel, I was hoping you'd say that. Rainier tried to move, but could only struggle. Asriel brought out his hand. Asriel, take my hand, and I will give you the power to become an asset in combat. Asia smiled brightly and took his hand. She could then feel incredible power given to her by the god. She could feel something grow out of her back. Eventually, she grew angel wings and gained a halo. Asia, Huh. Issei, did he just, Rias, turn her into an angel? Yes, he did. Kaneko, he can do that? Akino, he's the god of hyperdeath. He can do whatever he wants, especially in this domain. Asia, this is amazing. Asriel, ready to take her down? Asia nodded with a big smile. Asia, I would be honored to fight alongside you, my lord. Asriel, please, just call me Asriel. I'm not big on formalities. Asia nodded. Rainier, this can't be. Suddenly, she was able to move again. Asriel, this wouldn't be very exciting if you were unable to even defend yourself. Of course, I don't expect you to last long against us. Asia then created 2 light swords. Asriel, light swords. A good choice. Rainier grit her teeth and rushed towards Asia to kill her by thrusting a light spear at her, but Asia was able to block the attack with ease before throwing her off. Asriel, star blazing. Rainier tried to dodge the onslaught of stars that were falling towards her, but she still got hit by a few. Asia slashed her with one of her light swords, making her puke vital fluid. Asriel, I honestly expected you to do a lot better. Rainier growled and threw her light spear at Asriel, who yawned and caught it. He then clenched his fist and destroyed it. He then threw fire at Rainier and hit her, burning off her wings. Rainier, GH. Asia then grabbed her and threw her towards Asriel. Asriel, yeah, this isn't as exciting as I thought. Might as well end this. He summoned a chaos saber and sliced her in half, killing her. Asriel, well, that done and over with. The domain then faded away and Issei was able to look at melons again, much to Kaneko and Des' disappointment. However, Asia was still an angel. Asriel, are you all okay? Rias, yes, we're fine. Thank you for your help, God of Hyperdeath. Asriel, just call me Asriel. And I'm happy to help. Anyways, we better leave. Asia, Asriel, you're an angel under me now. We work together. Of course, if you don't want that, I can turn you back to normal. Asia, no? I'm happy to work with you. Asriel smiled. Asriel, happy to hear that. Well, let's go. He turned to the Gremory peerage. Asriel, hope to see you all again soon. Goodbye. He and Asia then left. Eventually, they made it to a forest and landed there. Asia, what are we doing here? Asriel, Asia, I have to let you in on a secret. But first, you should retract your wings. Asia, oh, right. She retracted her wings. Asriel, good. Now let me show you something. He transformed into Izuku. Asia, Izuku. Izuku, yep. Asia, are you saying that? Izuku, yeah? Izuku Dreamer is a mere facade. My real name is Asriel Dreamer. Now that you're an angel working under me, you deserve to know the truth. Des, the devil with a reindeer headband, is already fully aware of this. She's the one who informed me about you being captured. Asia, incredible. I was helped by a god not once, but twice. I am truly honored. But why did you disguise yourself? Izuku, think about it. I may not be a well-known god, but there are people like you who know who I really am. I have to keep my identity a secret in public. Anyways, do you have a home to go to? Asia, no? I'm afraid not. Izuku, then come with me. You can live with my family. Asia, really? Izuku, yeah? After that, Asia moved in with the Dreamers. Toriel was more than happy to welcome her with open arms. Unfortunately, Chris decided to welcome her by pulling a prank. He filled a bucket of water and placed it on the top of the door to her new room, and when she opened it, the bucket of water fell on her. Although, she had a good laugh about it with Chris. She was happy with her new home. It was time for the Dreamers to go to school. Asriel had changed his appearance to his human disguise, and he, Chris, and Asia left. Toriel had taken the liberty of signing Asia up for Kuo Academy. Much to her joy, she also made Asia a backpack. Izuku, remember, Asia, you can't tell anyone that you're living with us now. Asia, how come? Chris, because the white-haired girl you saw yesterday, Kaneko, is in our class. She'll connect the dots and realize that Izuku is Asriel. We're trying to keep his status on the down low. Asia, I understand. All right, I'll keep my living status a secret. Izuku, thanks. Eventually, they made it to school. Chris, wait here, Asia. You'll be told to come in soon. Asia nodded as they entered the classroom. Izuku, morning, Ms. Alphys. Chris, morning. Alphys, so. Chris. Izuku, glad you're on time. Is the new girl outside? Izuku, yeah? Alphys, good. Now please, take your seats. The two brothers nodded and took their seats. Kaneko, morning, Izuku. Morning, Chris. Izuku and Chris, morning. Des, so how was your weekend? Chris, during the first day, it was hella boring. I had to finish up my homework and I wanted to do it on my own. But that was a flop, so I had to get Izuku's help. Des, can't say I'm surprised. Chris, HEY. Des just laughed at this. Izuku, but the next day was rather eventful. We played video games the entire day and had lots of fun doing so. Kaneko, rad. Do you guys play Dragon Blazers? Des, it's their favorite game. Chris, it's very fun. So Sumi. Kaneko, you guys any good at it? Izuku, I like to think so. Alphys, alright class. Today we have a new student. She just moved to this town, so please welcome her. Okay, you can come in now. Asia then came in. Des and Kaneko, it's Asia. Asia, hello everyone. I'm Asia Argento. It's nice to meet you all. She sat beside Izuku. Des, hey Asia. Good to see you again. Asia, goose to see you too. I'm sorry. I don't think I ever got your names. Des, oh yeah? I'm Des Holiday. Kaneko, Kaneko Tuju. Word of advice, stay away from most of the boys here. Asia, how come? Chris, see, other than me and Izuku, there is only one boy who isn't perverted. The rest? Perverts. And don't even get me started on the school's infamous perverted trio. Trust me, stay away from them. Asia, I understand. Thanks for the advice, Chris. Kaneko, wait, you two met before. Chris, oh no. We forgot that she hasn't seen the two of us interact. Izuku, you see, Chris and I met her a few days ago. We gave her a tour of the town before parting ways. Chris even pulled a prank on her using a water bucket. Kaneko, sounds like something Chris would do. Chris, Izuku, Asia, and Des internally sighed. Asia, that was close. After that, class went on like normal. Eventually, it was time for lunch. Izuku, Chris, and Asia were all eating together. Asia bit into her butterscotch cinnamon pie. Asia, wow, Toriel is a great cook. Chris, right. Izuku, you haven't lived until you've eaten her butterscotch cinnamon pie. Then, they heard a lot of commotion. Chris, what's going on? Asia, maybe we should check it out. Izuku, sounds good to me. They walked over to where the commotion was to see Rias and Akino in tennis uniforms, as well as two girls that Izuku and Asia did not recognize. They were wearing tennis uniforms, too. Izuku, what's going on? Wait, I remember those two girls. Asia, yeah? Me too. But I never got their names. Chris, those two girls are Rias Gremory and Akino Himejima. Izuku, Gremory and Himejima, huh? Interesting. And those other two girls? Chris, they're from the student council. The short-haired girl is Sona Shirtorai, or rather, Citri, the student council president. Izuku, another pure-blooded devil, huh? And the other girl? Chris, Tsubaki Shinra. Izuku, gotcha. Asia, why is there a tennis match going on? Chris, knowing how Rias and Sona are, they are probably having a competition. They are very competitive with each other. Might as well enjoy the show. The match then started, and unfortunately, the outfits they were wearing were showing their panties. Issei, oh man, tennis ball ain't the only things bouncing today. Izuku, oh, why is he here? Asia, isn't that the guy who I met before getting captured by the fallen angels? Chris, Issei, I guess. We weren't there. He is the most perverted boy at this school. How he hasn't gotten expelled yet is beyond me. Izuku, come on. Let's go teach him a lesson. Chris smirked. Chris, hell yeah. Asia gulped, worried how bad this beating would be. Chris, oh, and Asia? Relax. We aren't going full throttle, but we are going to give him a bad beating. They walked over to Issei. Issei, huh? Oh. Izuku and Chris cracked their knuckles. Izuku and Chris, eyes to yourself, you pervert. They proceeded to beat Issei up. Kaneko, hey, Izuku, Chris, Asia. Izuku, Chris, and Asia, hey. Izuku, so, how come they are having a tennis match? Kaneko, what excuse do I? Des put her hand on Kaneko's shoulder. Des, don't worry. Izuku is fully aware of the supernatural. Kaneko, he is? Chris, yeah. I told him all about it. I'm not a fan of keeping secrets from my brother. Kaneko, well, he seems trustworthy. Des, trust me. He is. Anyways, Rias and Sona are competing for who gets to go to the familiar forest. Izuku, why don't they just go in together? Des, good question. Unfortunately, I have no clue. Kiba then came over to them. Kiba, hey Chris. Who's your friend? Chris, oh Asia? Kiba, no. Your other friend. Izuku, do you mean me? Kiba, yeah. Izuku, I'm not just his friend. I'm his older brother, Izuku Dreamer. Kiba, oh? I didn't know that Chris has a brother. Kaneko, he's a good guy. Kiba, that says a lot when it's coming from you. Des snorted. Kiba, you know, I've never seen this many people at a tennis match before. Kaneko, is it just me? Or is this getting a little out of control? Chris, nah? Aside from all the pervs ogling the girls, this is pretty calm. Sona, let's see how you like a magic attack, Sona Citri style. She then used magic to hit the tennis ball. Rias, oh really? Let's see how you handle the Gremory counter-strike. But when the ball hit the ground, it shot to the side, giving Sona the point. Izuku, and you jinxed it. Now they're using magic. Chris, whoops. Well, at least this is getting more exciting. Izuku, yeah? This makes the game a lot cooler. But still, Kiba, you know, the odd part is that we agreed to no magic. Des, yeah, like that'll stop them. Chris, never really was one for rules anyways. Izuku, wonder how this'll end. Later, in the end, no one won. The rackets broke before the game could finish. Rias, oh man. Sona, maybe we should have a team match tomorrow to settle this. Rias, sure. Izuku, Chris, and Asia walked over to them. Izuku, that was an awesome match. Chris, using your magic made it all the more cool. Rias, oh? Hey Chris. And you too, Asia. Haven't seen you since you know. Izuku, don't worry, Rias. I'm fully aware of the supernatural. Akino, you are? Chris, I told them all about it. Sona, why? Izuku, Let me introduce myself. I'm Izuku Dreamer, Chris' older brother. Akino, really? His brother? Guess you didn't want to keep any secrets from him. Chris, bingo. Sona, it's nice to meet you, Izuku. Izuku, nice to meet you too, Sona. Sona blushed seeing his smile. So did Asia, Kaneko, and Des. Des, oh no. I forgot how cute his smile is. Izuku, anyways, if it isn't too much trouble, do you think we could see the match you guys are going to participate in? Rias, well, I don't mind. What about you, Sona? Sona, yeah, sure. Chris smirked. He noticed her blush. Chris, oh, I can't wait to tease her to death with this new info. Ha ha ha. Akino, so what will we be playing? Sona, Izuku, how about dodgeball? Tsubaki, seems like a good idea to me. Akino, Sona, and Rias agreed. Rias, meet us at the gym after school tomorrow. Izuku, cool. Chris, we'll be there. Asia, I can't wait to see the match. After that, they all went back to class. The next day after school, Izuku, Chris, and Asia arrived in the gym to see everyone already there. Issei, aw man. Izuku, hey, keep the pervertedness on the down low, and we'll be fine. Issei, not so sure I can. Izuku sighed in annoyance. Izuku, anyways, good luck you guys. He gave them a thumbs up before the three went to the benches to watch the match. The match then started and Kaneko was immediately taken out by a dodgeball that also shredded her clothes. Kaneko, I need a drink anyway. Izuku, hey Kaneko. Izuku threw her the green jacket he was wearing. Kaneko caught it. Izuku, you should use that to cover yourself up. Your clothes are shredded. Kaneko, thanks. No one could see it, but Kaneko's cheeks were a little bit pink. She proceeded to put on the jacket and went over to the others. Tsubaki then threw a ball engulfed in magic at Rias, but she caught it. Sona, well, catching Tsubaki's spike head-on is pretty impressive. Rias, don't forget Sona. I'm a Gremory, that's just how we roll. She threw a dodgeball and engulfed it in her magic, which hit one of Sona's teammates, Tomo Meguri, and even burned off her clothes. This distracted Issei, allowing another girl, Raya Kasaka, to throw a dodgeball at him from behind. Luckily, Akino caught it. Chris, geez. That dude needs to keep his head in the game. Kaneko, word. Chris then got up and gave Tomo the blue jacket that he was wearing. Tomo, thanks Chris. Chris, you want to thank me? Keep yourself from ending up naked. Tomo, what did you expect me to do? Chris, a dodge? Tomo, okay, that's fair. They both went to the stands. For a while, magic was being used so much that the whole gym was being destroyed. Asia, is this even safe? Chris, oh hell no. That's what makes it exciting. Izuku, at this point, this is more like a war. Saji, want me to go ahead and take out that sissy pawn? Izuku, who's that guy? Tomo, your Chris brother, right? Izuku, yeah? Tomo, well, that's Saji Genshiro, the newest member of Sona's peerage. He was worth 4 pawns. Izuku for pawns? Impressive. Chris, and yet, Issei was worth double that. Izuku, really? Fascinating. He must have a powerful sacred gear. Kaneko, that remains to be seen. For all we know, it could just be a twice critical. Chris, yeah, I doubt that. Izuku, yeah, I just can't see him being worth that many pieces because of a twice critical. Sona, no, I got it. She engulfed the dodgeball in her hand with magic. Sona, here comes the pain. She threw the ball at Issei. He tries to dodge it, but the dodgeball was actually following him. He kept avoiding it until it hit him in the nuts. He then fell to the floor. In complete agony, Chris and Izuku put their hands in front of their private parts and flinched. Chris, geez. Izuku, okay, as much as I hate perverts, he didn't deserve that. That was just cruel. Maybe if he was peeking on naked girls, then yeah, but yikes. Issei, my Frank and Beans, I think they're squished. Izuku, youch. Izuku walked over and helped Issei up. Izuku, I got you, Issei. Issei, thanks. You're a great guy. Izuku, just trying to be helpful. That's all. Issei, well, you're doing a good job. After that, they got back in the game. Kaneko was already back in the game. Saji, bring it. She threw the ball at Saji's nuts and hit him dead on. Chris, what's with all the ball crushing? Izuku walked over and helped Saji to the stands. Saji, thanks. Glad you're here. Izuku, same here. That must have hurt. Saji, oh, you have no idea. Not long after, the game ended and Rias' team had won. Rias, A deal's a deal, Sona. Since we beat you, we get first pick of the familiars. Sona, as much as I hate to lose, I have to admit, that was still a whole lot of fun. Although, if this had been a rating game, and not just us fooling around, there's no way you could have beat me. Rias, you really think so? Well, I guess we won't know for sure until we actually play the game. But it'll be a while till we have to worry about that. Sona, don't be so sure. Rias, you never know what's coming up. Sona and her peerage then left. Issei, huh? What's a rating game? Izuku, it's basically chess in real life that mature devils can play. Issei, oh, that sounds cool. After that, Izuku, Chris, and Asia went home while the others went to the familiar forest. Izuku, what a game. Chris, yeah. Asia, I wonder though, what was Sona talking about when she said that Rias knows what's coming? Izuku, I'm not sure, but it might not be any of our business. After that, they got home and went to sleep. Usreal was currently in his room reading manga. It has been a few days since he saw the dodgeball match. Usreal, to think that Natsu is chronologically over 400 years old. I guess that explains why he couldn't get past that barrier that Laxus had freed set up to keep Makarov out of the game. But also, I was not expecting Zerif to be his older brother. This manga is awesome. But then, a magic circle appeared in the middle of his room. Usreal, what the? A bright red flash of light engulfed the room before there was someone else in his room. Usreal, a hello? Surzex turned to Usreal. Surzex, greetings, Usreal, god of hyperdeath. Usreal, Surzex, one of the 4 great devil kings. To what do I owe the pleasure in having you here? Surzex, I have come because I wish to make a contract with you. Usreal, a contract? Why? Surzex, I'm sure that you've met my little sister, Rias. Usreal, indeed I have, but just for a little bit. Surzex, well, I want you to help her. Usreal, help her? Help her with what? Surzex, I'm sure you know all about the great war between the devils, angels, and fallen angels. Usreal, yeah, I do. That is what led to God's death. The one from the Bible, I mean. Really don't understand what the point of that war was. I mean, come on. Why can't all 3 factions just get along? Surzex, I agree. Anyways, I'm sure you're aware of the amount of casualties that happened in the war other than God. Usreal, yep. Lots of lives were lost. I mean, half of the devils died. Surzex, so Usreal, the tone of your voice is giving me a bad feeling. What's going on? Surzex, are you aware of a pure-blooded devil named Riser Phoenix? Usreal, ugh. I hate that guy. Always going on about how great he is, and that everyone is beneath him while his peerage is just for him to fulfill his fantasies. Hell, his own sister is a part of it. He's such an idiot. Surzex, well, a funny story. In order to repopulate the underworld with pure-blooded devils, my parents arranged Rias to marry Riser. Usreal, I'm sorry, what? Surzex gulped. Usreal, geez. An arranged marriage. No, a forced marriage is bad enough. But out of all the pure-blooded devils to choose from, your parents chose Riser. Do they even know what kind of person he is? Surzex, my guess is no. They were very desperate. Usreal, sigh, good grief. There are plenty other pure-blooded devils out there. They should have chosen someone that Rias could get along with. Seriously. Surzex, I agree. I'm not exactly happy about this forced marriage. Unfortunately, being one of the great devil kings, I have a duty to uphold, and it's mostly out of my hands. Usreal, what do you mean by mostly? Surzex, you see, yesterday Riser came to Rias and her peerage. Now, I have given Rias a chance to win her freedom. As much as I wanted to cancel the wedding right then and there, the most I could do was offer her a chance to win her freedom. Izuku, and that is? Surzex, by beating Riser in a rating game. Usreal, while that is interesting, you do realize that Rias is at a major disadvantage. From what I've heard, this will be her very first rating game. And yet, as much as I hate Riser, I can't deny that he is strong. He won 10 out of 12 of the rating games he was in, and the only 2 times he lost, he did so on purpose. Surzex looked down. Surzex, I'm afraid that was the best I could do. But even so, her chance of winning is very, very low. Which is why I came to you. I want to make a contract with you. A contract for you to help Rias win this rating games so she can be free. Usreal, but out of everyone, why choose me? Why not someone like Sarord? He's not as strong as me, but don't you trust him more? Surzex, while it's true that I trust him a little more than you, you are almost as trustworthy to me. As the rumors of you say, you do not care about the species you are helping. You care more about helping others. That's real, true, Surzex. So I have a feeling that you would be more than happy to help my sister win her freedom. That's real. While I would be more than happy to help, you did say you wanted to make a contract with me. In order to do that, I unfortunately need something in return. I don't really care about what it is I get, though. You can make an offer to me, and I'll let you know if I want it or not. Surzex, I'm willing to give you anything. That's real. That's the problem. I'm the god of hyperdeath. What more could I ask for? Surzex thought about it for a moment. Surzex, how about this? Despite you being a god, you aren't well known due to your age. Perhaps I could spread the word about you. That's real. I'm not entirely against the idea, but I feel as though I want to make a name for myself, rather than have other people help me out with it. Surzex, I see. Then, Chris came in. Chris, hey bro. What the what? Surzex, oh, who are you? Chris Dreamer. What is going on here? Asriel explain what happened. Chris, okay. That makes sense. Wish I could help out as well. Asriel, wait. I got it. Surzex, in return for helping your sister, do you think you could give my brother power to help out? Surzex, that is certainly within my power. But this means the contract will change to both you and Chris to help out. Chris, sounds awesome. Asriel, then we have a deal. Surzex and Asriel then formed a contract. Surzex, all right, Chris. What kind of power do you want? Keep in mind, I can't just give you infinite power. Chris, cool with me. I want a powerful sword that has the ability to not only cut through anything, but can also transform into a shield so I can keep my friends safe. Can you do that? Surzex, I certainly can. Then, using his magic, he created. Surzex then gave it to Chris. Chris, sweet. Surzex, my end of the contract has been filled. Now, I should tell you both something. Rias has been given 10 days to train. I know we already made the contract, but Asriel, you want us to help her and her peerage train? I'd be happy to. Chris, same here. Surzex bowed. Surzex, Rias will begin her 10-day training tomorrow. I really appreciate your help. Thank you. Asriel and Chris, no problem. Surzex then gave them the location of where Rias and her peerage are going to be training and then teleported away. Chris, hey bro. You do know that you might have to reveal who you are pretending to be to them, right? Asriel, I do. Chris, they'll be wondering how you and I know each other, dude. Asriel sighed. Asriel, I guess you're right. Dang. Oh well, I'm sure they'll be willing to keep it a secret. Chris, and if not, you can just erase their memories. Asriel, true, but I hate doing that. Toriel, Asriel. Chris, dinner's ready. Asriel, yes. Dinner time. Chris, let's go. After that, they ate dinner and told Toriel and Asia about what happened. They were a bit worried, but knew that they would be perfectly fine. The next day, Asriel, rise and shine, Chris. Chris got up and stretched. Asriel, we better get to where the peerage will be at. Chris, okay, just let me get changed real quick. After that, Chris got ready and got out the door. Asriel, ready, Chris? Chris, ready. Asriel then teleported himself and Chris to the mansion that Rias and her peerage were on their way to right now. Chris, so what now? Asriel, we wait until they come. Chris, okay. Chris, want to help me set up a prank for them while we wait? Izuku, just for Issei. But nothing over the top, okay? Chris, no worries. I know what to do. After that, they got to work on a prank just for Issei. Issei was currently carrying a huge bag. Rias, you're almost there. Just a few more feet. Aquino, visualize Issei. Issei, coming. Des, Rias. You sure aren't taking this lightly. Rias, can you blame me? Des, no? Not really. Kiba, carrying a bag as massive as Issei's, then walked past Issei. Kiba, on your right. Issei, seriously? Did they give you a bag of feathers or something? Then Kaneko, who was carrying a bag much larger than the others, walked by. Kaneko, move it. In shock, Issei fell on his back. He got back up, though? Issei, I hate this. They kept going until they made it to the mansion they were going to train at. Rias, all right, guys. Let's head inside and get going on this training. Issei, but we just got here. That's evil and nowhere even close to fair. Des, says the boy who continuously peeks on girls in the bathroom. Mind explaining how that's fair for us girls to have our privacy invaded by a boy? Issei groaned in defeat. They all went inside. Issei decided to check out where he was sleeping, but when he opened the door, Issei, Kyahhhhhh. He got tackled by the animatronic, but the beeping sound was heard, and then laughter was heard. Issei, what the hell? Who's laughing? Everyone else came to Issei. Rias, Issei, are you what the hell? Unknown character. Ha 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 ha. Oh man, that was hilarious. What's with the girl scream? Ha ha ha. Rias, show yourself. Then, out came Chris with a big smile. Chris, yo. Or Chris. Chris, did you like the prank I pulled? Kaneko and Des. Yes. Issei, not cool, dude. Chris, it's also not cool to steal a girl's panties, so you have no room to talk. Kaneko, he's right. Rias, Chris, as good as it is to see you again, why are you here? Chris, I'm not the only one here. Rias, Then, Izuku walked out of the room. Izuku, hi. Rias, oh, it's you. Izuku, am I right? Izuku, we eel about that. Des, where are you going to? Izuku, yes. Rias, what is he talking about, Des? Izuku, I have a big secret. I'll tell you all, but only if you promise to keep it a secret from anyone else. Except maybe the Citri peerage, but that's it. Do I have your word? Rias, yes. You have our word. ORC, ours too. Izuku, okay. Here's the truth. My real name isn't Izuku. Izuku then transformed back into Asriel. This made everyone Des' jaws drop. Rias, you're Asriel, yes. The one you know as Izuku Dreamer is nothing more than a mere facade. This is the real me. In reality, I am Asriel Dreamer, the absolute god of hyperdeath. Kaneko, this is insane. Des, yeah. I had that same reaction when I first found out. Rias, Des, you knew about this? Des nodded. Des, I've known for many years. But I kept it a secret because I promised Azzy that I would keep it that way. And Chris never told Asriel about the supernatural. He is a god after all. Rias, this is a lot to take in, but can I ask why you both are here? Asriel, here's the deal. Last night, your brother came to my room and formed a contract with me. He wanted me to help you win this raiding game. But then Chris came in, and to make the contract, I unfortunately needed something in return. So, my deal was to give Chris a weapon to join in and help out. Now the contract was changed to include Chris. And we're now here to help you with your training. Rias, Surzex wants this wedding to not happen? Asriel, big time. Unfortunately, being one of the Devil Kings, there wasn't much he could do. The best he could do was give you a chance at winning your freedom. And so, he wanted me to ensure that this raiding game ends in only one way. Your victory. So here we are. Rias, I thank you. With your help, our victory is probably guaranteed. Asriel, true. But it is still possible for us to lose. After all, if the king is taken out, it doesn't matter how many other pieces are left. We have to take this training seriously. Rias, agreed. All right, everyone. Let's go get changed. After that, they all got changed. Training time. Asriel was in front of everyone with a wooden sword. Asriel, all right. It's time for the first lesson, everyone. To start, Kiba, Issei, both of you come at me and try to land a hit on me. I've reduced my power so I won't break your swords. Kiba, you sure about this? Asriel, I'm the god of hyperdeath, remember? I'll be fine. Issei, all right. Bring it, Whitey. He and Kiba both charged at him with their wooden swords, but Asriel kept blocking them with his sword, and he wasn't even using both hands. Asriel, meh. Kiba's doing okay, but Issei, your form is bad. You're focusing on the sword only. Issei swung at Asriel downwards, but he dodged it and batted him on the head. Issei F. Asriel C. Kiba then got behind Asriel, but he blocked his attack without even looking. Kiba, crud. Asriel, attacking me from behind? It's a good strategy, but sometimes, people will be expecting it. You gotta come up with your own strategies. Something that no one has ever seen. With his sword, he disarmed Kiba and thrusted his sword to his gut, making him double over. Asriel, well, not bad for your first try, I'll admit. Hey, Chris, how about you give it a try? Chris smirked and walked up to Asriel. Asriel, ready, Chris? He drew a chaos saber. Chris, ready, Asriel. Chris drew his new sword. They then clashed with each other, and Chris was doing much better than Kiba and Issei. They were able to counter each other's moves and kept trying to find an opening. But eventually, Asriel found an opening and struck Chris. Chris, Argai lost again. Asriel, now, Chris did not last this long because he knows me very well. He was switching things up to make him unpredictable. At the same time, He was covering any openings I could exploit to win much quicker. Brute force is not enough to beat our foes. Remember that. ORC high? They then moved on to the next lesson. Akino, Lesson 2. It's time you became aware of the aura and magic surrounding you. Issei. Try to stream it to a focal point. Let the image of light flow through you and be released as magical power. Unfortunately, Issei couldn't do anything with magic. Next lesson. Kaneko, Lesson 3. Kaneko threw Issei into a tree. Asriel, nice throw. Kaneko, thanks, Izuku. Asriel. Issei charged at Kaneko and lunged towards her, but she dodged and kicked the back of his head. Asriel. Issei, you have to aim more towards the body's central axis and learn to strike with precision at their core. Later. Issei, ugh. I stink at this. Asriel, come on. We've all got unique powers to us. Issei, yeah? Name one thing that I'm netter at than other people. Asriel, you're a hard worker. Seeing as you kept getting up after getting kicked down by Kaneko, who, by the way, is a rook, you're able to work hard despite your perverted nature. Anyways, you should head over to Rias. Chris is also there, so make sure to control yourself. Issei nodded and left. That's when Kaneko came. Kaneko, you sure know how to do your pep talks. Asriel, meh? I just try to help others. Kaneko nodded. Asriel, speaking of which. Kaneko tilted her head in confusion. Asriel, why do you keep holding back? Kaneko, what do you mean? Asriel, I think you know exactly what I mean. You are a Nakomata after all. Kaneko's eyes widened. Kaneko, how did you know? Asriel, I'm able to sense what species others are. And I sensed your Nakomata heritage. But what I don't understand is why you hide it. I mean, at school I understand. But here? Not one bit. It confuses me. Kaneko, shouldn't you know already? You're a god. Asriel, true. But at the end of the day, I'm the same age as you. I'm not omnipotent despite being a god. So could you please tell me why you're hiding your true self? Kaneko sighed and told him everything. Meanwhile, Rias, now Lesson 4. Issei and Chris were wearing aprons. Chris, do we have to wear these? Issei, can I at least use my powers to change? Rias, points to Chris, yes, points to Issei, and no. Have fun and good luck. She left. Issei, how come you're here, Chris? Chris, you mean in this lesson? Issei, yeah. Chris, simple. I've been practicing magic for a while, and I think this will test how well I can do it. He then created fire in his hands. Chris, yes. I knew all that training with Mom would pay off. Using his newly mastered fire power, he boiled the water quickly. Suddenly, the potato Issei had in his hand split its skin open in just a second. Chris, hey, you did it. Wait a minute. What did you think about? Issei, Chris, you thought about a naked girl, didn't you? Issei, no? No. Chris, liar. We'll talk about this in 2 weeks. I'd beat you up right now, but it's best to stay in peak physical condition. Issei broke into a nervous sweat. Chris, just don't focus on it for now. On the bright side, you're able to use magic now. Keep it up. Issei smiled and proceeded to use his magic on every single potato they had. But it was way too much. Issei, whoops. Chris, you want to see how many of these can fit in my mouth? Back with Asriel and Kaneko. Kaneko, so there you go. That's why I refuse to use my Nakomata side. Asriel, I see. So you're worried that you'll end up losing control as well and harm others. Kaneko nodded sadly. Asriel, with all due respect, Kaneko, all you're doing is putting others at risk by holding back your power. Kaneko, but... Asriel, no buts. If you keep holding back who you truly are, the chances of losing the people you care about will be higher. Kaneko, aye. Asriel sighed. Asriel, look. I get it. Trust me, I do. You're worried about losing control like your sister. But I have a feeling that she didn't lose control. Kaneko, what? Asriel, think about it. If she did lose control, wouldn't she have attacked you as well? Kaneko, you make a good point. But why would she kill our previous master? Asriel, that, I am unsure of. But there must be a good reason. Because killing someone is not an easy thing to do. Especially if it's your first kill. To snuff out the life of a living being is a tough feeling to swallow. I doubt she did it just because. Kaneko, you may be right. But what if I lose control? What if I hurt my friends? What if I hurt you? Asriel, you have nothing to worry about. If you end up losing control, and that's a very big if, I'll get you back under control. Trust me, it'll take a lot more than Nakomata powers to kill me. Heck, Not even Issei's sacred gear can kill me. Kaneko, wait, what? That's real. I'm the god of hyperdeath. I'm above death. Not even the true Longinus in its most powerful state can kill me. Kaneko, that's awesome. That's real. Thanks. Anyways, you should start actually using your Nakomata powers. Come on, show me. Kaneko, alright. Kaneko, well? How do I look? That's real. Honestly, you look adorable. Kaneko blushed brightly hearing that. That's real. Kaneko, let me help you out with your Nakomata powers, so I can ensure that you won't ever lose control over your Nakomata side. Kaneko smiled. Kaneko, okay. Thanks, Asriel. Asriel, no problem. Asriel then got a text from Chris. Asriel, oh, it's Chris. He says that it's time for dinner. Kaneko, hey, Asriel, should I hide this from the others for now? Asriel, I wouldn't advise it. They should get used to your true form immediately so they won't get distracted by it during the raiding game. Kaneko nodded and they headed back inside, to which everyone was surprised. After a bit, they finally got ready to eat dinner. On the menu? Many potatoes. Asriel, yeesh. How many potatoes did you peel? Chris, all of them. Issei. Then Chris showed me that he could fit 5 potatoes in his mouth at once. Kaneko, 5? Chris, yep. Asriel, oh, what is Issei staring at? Chris, oh, about that. He actually used magic to peel these potatoes. Unfortunately, he only did that by imagining a naked girl. Not sure which girl, but I couldn't care less about that. Hearing this, Kaneko narrowed her eyes on Issei. Kaneko, don't you dare try to peel me. Issei, I would never. I'm just picturing you naked. He laughed nervously before Chris punched him in the head. Chris, this guy seriously needs some self-control. Rias, so, did you learn anything new? Issei, I did. I learned I'm the weakest link on the team. Rias, knowing is half the battle. You shouldn't feel entirely useless, though. That's real. She's right. You have the boosted gear. This makes you a valuable asset. Issei, wait, how did you know about? That's real. Dude, I'm a literal god and you know that sacred gears come from the second strongest god in history. Obviously, I can sense sacred gears. Issei, good point. Rias, Issei, your opponent will always be aware of how big of an asset you are. So I need you to gain at least enough power to escape from any situation so that you won't slow the rest of the team down. Issei, makes sense. Rias then got up. Rias, that was delicious and filling. I think we should head to the baths now. Issei, you're all going together? Asriel and Chris facepalm. Rias, that would be the plan. You're such a silly goose. Would you like to come along? You want to see us naked together, don't you? I don't mind. Chris, seriously, woman? You're fine with letting a pervert see you naked? Rias, yes. What about you, Aquino? Aquino, I think it sounds fun. We could bathe him, too. Chris, bro, you got a barf bag? Asriel, sorry, man. Rias, what about you, Kaneko? Kaneko, I'd rather die. Des, same here. Rias, oh well, sorry. Issei cried and fell back on his chair. Chris, take it up, you perv. Asriel, also, that was just being overdramatic. Kaneko, if you peek, I'll kill you. Later at the boys' section of the bath. Chris, Issei, quit drooling at the wall. Issei, this is part of my training, you idiot. Kiba, they teaching you x-ray vision or something. Asriel, good grief. He grabbed Issei by the neck and dragged him away. Issei, let me see them, man. Asriel, and what'll you do if I don't? Issei, damn it. Later that night, Chris was getting ready to go to sleep when he heard Issei shouting. Chris, what the? Better go check it out. Chris left the mansion and ran to find Issei. But when he did, Issei made a misfire and a blast hit Chris and blew off his clothes. Chris, Issei, what the? Issei, I can explain. Chris ducked behind a bush. Chris, you can explain after you get me my extra clothes in my room. And you better do it now. Issei yelped and ran to get Chris his other clothes. Since he was in a panic, he went a lot faster and got back to Chris in just a minute. Issei here. Chris nabbed his clothes and quickly put them on. He then got out of the bush. Chris, Issei, what exactly were you trying to do? Issei, well, I created a new technique. It's called dress break. It will remove other people's clothes, and it will make them too embarrassed to act, and... Chris, I'm going to stop you right there. Issei, huh? Chris, this is stupid. That's your idea of a new move? That's just stupid, and when it comes from someone like you, it will only distract you. Issei, then what do you suggest I do? Chris, first, Never use that move again, or else you'll be in a world of pain. Issei gulped. Chris, second, I'll admit you're a bit on the right track. Issei, really? Chris, yeah, but barely. Issei looked down. Chris, but I have a suggestion. Instead of using a move to explode other people's clothes, why not use it to instead deal a great deal of pain to your opponent's physical bodies? Like a move to trigger the nociceptors. Issei, the hell is a nociceptor? Chris, nociceptors are nerve endings that detect injuries and deliver pain signals to the brain, causing us to feel pain. Issei, oh, actually, that's not a bad idea. Could you help me out with creating that move? Chris, sure. But just so we're clear, watch yourself. You are going to pay for destroying my clothes. If it weren't for the fact that it's just you and me out here, I would beat you within an inch of your life. Issei gulped. Chris, anyways, let's get to work. And so, they trained for a long time. The next night, Asriel was getting ready for bed. Issei, hey Asriel. Asriel, what's wrong? Issei, I heard from Rias that Riser is basically unbeaten. Is that true? Asriel, basically, yeah. He is immortal after all. Issei, do you think we have any chance of winning? Asriel, you forget, Issei. I'm also immortal. I am a god after all. Issei, yeah, still trying to get used to the fact that the new student at Kuo is a god. Asriel, yeah, I hide this for a reason. Despite me not being very well known just yet, there are still some people that know who I am. It's best not to draw such attention to myself. Issei, makes sense. You know, I'm glad you're here. If anyone can beat that fried chicken, it's you. Asriel, heh, no doubt. Good night. They then went to sleep. The next day, Asriel, Issei, for this next lesson, I need you to use your boosted gear. What do you say? Issei, I can do that, but Rias said not to use it during training camp. Asriel, not without her permission. Rias, but I'm giving you permission now. Asriel, do it, man. Issei nodded. Drag boost. Asriel, keep this going. Issei continued to boost more and more until he reached his 14 boosts. Asriel, bingo. See that? This is how far you've come. This is the result of all that training. Training with your fellow devils. Training on your own. Training with Chris. Drag, explosion. Asriel, now, I want you to gather up all the power you have into one place. Issei, right. He did as he was told, and the result was a small orb. Issei, what? That's all I have. Asriel, punch it. Issei nodded and then. Asriel, okay, that may have been a bit overboard. Chris, gee, you think? Issei then fell on the floor. Asriel, good job. Now remember to keep that move in mind. It should be a vital role in our fight. Got it. And Kaneko, you should remember to use your Nikomata powers. Everyone will have a key role to play. Des, Azzy, you're literally a god. Will this really be necessary? Asriel, so? If Rias is out, then it doesn't matter. We lose. Des, good point. Asriel, all right everyone. We don't have much time left. Let's keep things going. Everyone, right? And so, they went back to training. The rest of the days for training went by in a flash. Issei was able to perfect the move he was working on with Chris. It was much better than that silly dress break technique. Now everyone was currently in the ORC building. Asriel, so this is the Occult Research Club, huh? Chris, yep. I've visited here on a few occasions. Issei, Rias doesn't even look worried about the game today. Chris, to be fair, we have a literal god on our team. Issei, good point. Then in came Sona and Tsubaki. Sona, sorry if I'm interrupting. Asriel turned to Sona. Asriel, howdy. Sona, wait a minute, Asriel. Chris, surprise, surprise. Sona, why are you here? Asriel, long story. Let me show you something. Asriel then turned into Izuku. Sona and Tsubaki, Izuku. Izuku, yeah? In reality, this is just my fake form. In reality, I'm Asriel Dreamer, the absolute god of hyperdeath. Sona, I was not expecting that. But why are you here? Asriel went on to explain everything about the contract he made with Surzex. Sona, interesting. Asriel, now, I'm okay with you telling your peerage about this, but only if they agree not to tell anyone else. Sona, I understand. I can't believe that Izuku is really the god of hyperdeath. Now I almost feel bad for Riser. Wait, no I don't. Issei, I wasn't expecting to see those two here. Chris, I was. See, there's a live broadcast of the competition so family members can watch. Sona and Tsubaki are here to help out with that. Issei, That means this could be Israel's chance to make a big impression on the supernatural world as the newest and most powerful god. Israel, meh? I don't really care about that stuff. Not like I'm in it for the glory or anything. Sona. Plus, it's Ria's first rating game. I wouldn't miss an event like this for anything. Israel. Well, I'll make sure this rating game is an amazing one. Then, a white magic circle appeared, and out came Grafia. It's almost time. Chris, who are you? Israel. I believe that is Surzek's wife, Grafia. Grafia, you must be Israel and Chris. A pleasure to meet you. She turned to Rias. Grafia, I hope you're ready for this, my lady. Rias, yes. We're ready whenever you are. Grafia, in a few moments. We'll use this magic circle to transport you and the rest of your team to the battlefield. Issei, and where exactly is the battlefield? Des. It's in a neutral alternate space that was created only for the game. Since it's not real, we can do as much damage as we want. Sona, I'll be in the student council broadcast booth calling the game. We'll be cheering you on. Good luck. Rias, thanks a lot. Just try to keep the play-by-play fair. Sona, oh, I'll keep it clean. Though if I was a betting girl, I'd say that you're gonna beat that scumbag 7 ways from Sunday. She and Tsubaki left. Grafia, there's something I forgot to tell you. I thought you'd like to know the great devil Lucifer will be watching the game. Rias smiled. Rias, give him my thanks for getting Israel and Chris to help us out. Then, a red magic circle appeared behind Grafia. Grafia, it's time, everyone. Rias, then let's go. They all got in the magic circle and were teleported away. But they were still in the ORC. Issei weird. Did I screw things up? Israel, no you didn't. Grafia then spoke on the speakers. Grafia, your attention, please. Welcome everyone. My name is Grafia. I am a servant of the House of Gremory. I will be your referee during today's match. To create the battlefield you'll be competing in, I took suggestions from both Lady Rias and Lord Riser. You may recognize this place, as it's an exact replica of Kuo Academy, an educational institution in the human world. Issei, what does that mean? Chris, let me show you. He dragged Issei to the window, and he saw that the sky was completely green. Issei, well, Kiba, this is an alternate space. Chris, this is not the real Kuo Academy. Issei, okay, I'm totally having one of those I just peed my pants moments right now. Asriel, that's just gross. Grafia, each team has been given an area that will serve as its home base. Lady Rias, your crew will be in the Occult Research Club headquarters in the old schoolhouse. Lord Riser's home base will be located in the principal's office in the new schoolhouse. Pawns will be promoted if they can make their way to the home base of the opposing team. Good luck to all. Issei, I'm gonna fight my way to their home base right out of the gate, get promoted to something awesome, and beat the hell out of Lord Douche Nozzle. Asriel, bad idea. Don't you think Riser will move his pawns into our territory right away? We can't let that happen. Even though this world isn't real, the pain you'll be feeling is definitely real. Issei, F it. Kaneko then gave Chris a small red orb. Chris, thanks. Rias, these'll help us communicate during the battle. The red orbs that everyone got went into their ears. Grafia, all right, devils. Let the game begin. Asriel, all right. What's the plan, Rias? Rias, well, the enemy base is just across the way. Cutting through the school grounds might be quick, but it's not an option. Asriel, obviously. They'll see us coming a mile away. I don't want to risk you guys getting hurt. Issei, what if we go through the track field and sneak in the back? Would we have the element of surprise on our side? Chris, hell no. That entry point is way too obvious. He'll likely station a group of knights or rooks with strong mobility right behind the athletic clubhouse. Aquino, that doesn't leave us with very many options then, does it? Asriel, no. Anyways, first we should secure the gym. It's pretty close to their home base, not far from us, and will serve as a diversion to Riser's team. It's basically the center of the battlefield. We get there first, we have the advantage. Rias, good idea. Given the potions we have, that's our best chance. Kaneko, do you think you can handle getting in the gym and locking it down? Kaneko nodded. Rias, we still have to secure the defensive perimeter. Chris, I want you to get out there and set some traps in the woods, ASAP. Considering your reputation, you make the best traps. Kiba, you should also join him. And Des, since you're Chris' old friend, you should join. I'm sure you've got some experience with pranks from Chris. Des, true. Let's go, Chris. Kiba, Chris, Good luck, guys. Of course, it's not like you'll need it. They then left to set up some traps. Rias, Aquino, next we'll need your expertise. When they're done setting the traps, your illusion magic is going to come in handy, so be prepared. Aquino, I'll be waiting. She then left. Issei, what about me and Israel? Rias, Israel, I want you to stay here for now. I'll let you know where to go and when. Israel, you got it. Rias, thank you. Now Issei, come here. Issei, for what? Rias sat down on the couch. Rias, I want you to put your head in my lap. Israel facepalmed. Issei, really? I'm trying to focus on this game thing, and I'm pretty sure that if I do that I'll be focusing on. Rias, will you get over here? Issei complied and laid his head on her lap. Issei, this is the best. Israel, geez. Rias, Issei, I cast a little spell on you. It's time to unlock it. Meanwhile, Chris, setting up traps. This is totally within my element. Des, no surprise there. Kiba, I have a question. Why did you stuff a bath bomb in a toilet that one time? Chris, 1, it was funny, and 2, to teach those perverts a lesson. Kiba, fair. They kept on setting up traps. Back with Rias, Israel, Issei, and Kiba. Rias, when you became a foot soldier, I told you it used 8 of my pawn pieces, but what I didn't tell you was how much power you'd received. Issei, wait, what? Rias, if I had unleashed everything all at once, your body wouldn't have been able to take it. So I cast a spell to keep your power at bay. Because of the spell, your abilities come to you in small, manageable stages. What I just did was release another portion of your power. Issei, I guess that explains the weird feeling I'm having right now. Rias, this is just the beginning of what you can do, Issei. But in order for your body to be able to handle your boosted gear on top of the full extent of your power, we had to get you in shape and make sure you were strong enough. There's a good portion in there that you're just not ready for yet. Issei, so this whole time you were running me ragged and busting my ball. It was for my own good? Israel, yep. So let's our best. And remember, the only one who should hold back is me. I'm not trying to kill them, but everyone else. No holding back. Issei, right. Those devil hotties will be sorry they messed with Team Gremory. Rias, I can't wait to see what you do out there. I just know you're going to make me proud. Aquino, Rias. Do you copy? Rias, I hear you loud and clear. Aquino, we're ready when you are, just say the word. Rias got up and Issei fell down. Rias, all right you guys, here's the game plan. In the student council broadcasting room, Tsubaki, Gremory might be about to make her first move. Sona, with as many pieces as she's missing, Rias won't be able to protect her home base and launch a full assault. But then again, Israel is with her. She shouldn't have anything to worry about. Back with the others. Issei and even Chris, who finished setting up his traps, met up with Kaneko. Rias, okay. Once you're in the gym, there's no way you can avoid a confrontation. Be sure to follow our plan. Issei, Chris, and Kaneko, got it. With Kiba and Des. Rias, Kiba, Des, you all set? Kiba, yep. We're in position now. With Aquino. Rias, Aquino, stand by to move. I'm counting on you. Aquino, we totally got this. With Rias. Rias, let's go team. Commence Operation Phoenix Ashes. Your opponent is Lord Riser, a gifted warrior even among the House of the Phoenix. Show no mercy, because none will be shown to you. Asriel smirked. Asriel, I'd say good luck, but we aren't gonna need it. With Issei, Chris, and Kaneko, they had just arrived in the gym. Issei, can't believe how good of a copy this place is. Kaneko, they're here. The lights went on in the gym. Unknown character. Smells like Gremory filth. Come out. Come out wherever you are. Issei, well, I guess the stealth approach isn't gonna work, is it? Chris, meh? No problem. They walked away from the curtains and were met with. Shualon, look what we have here. She sent us a pawn, a rook, and a human? Why are you here? Chris, wouldn't you like to know? Also, why do you look like Chun-Li? Shualon, why does everyone say that? Chris, do you even know who Chun-Li is? Shualon, no? Chris sighed and brought out his phone. Somehow, there was internet here. He then showed her. Chris, this is Chun-Li. Shualon, okay. Now I see why. The resemblance is uncanny. Chris, I know, right? Anyways, continue. Shualon, right. Ahem. Looks like Lil Issei needed some help. Issei, who are they? Mira, I'm Mira. And I'm a Phoenix pawn. Shualon, I'm Shualon, a Phoenix rook. I'm Isle, and I'm a pawn. Nell, my name is Nell, and I'm also a pawn. Kaneko, the rook chick. She could be a big problem for us. Issei, you really think so? Kaneko, based on her power level, she's got the skills of a queen. Issei, that's no good. Chris, true, but it's still possible to outspend her. She's still a rook. Issei, good point. Let's do this. Chris brought out his sword while Issei summoned his boosted gear. Drag boost. Chris, I'll handle the rook. Kaneko, what? Chris, look. To win against her, speed is the key. Issei can't promote himself to a knight or something right now. And you being a rook, speed is not really your specialty. But me? I've trained alongside my brother and Des. In order to keep up with them, I had to increase my speed. Plus, my sword doubles as a shield. No need to worry. Kaneko, fine. But be careful. You're one of the only boys who I care about. Chris smirked. Chris, not as much as with my brother, though. Kaneko blushed a bit. Issei, Chris, as much as I ship Kaneko and Israel, this is not the time. Kaneko, you what? Issei, hey, I may be a pervert, but have you ever seen me go after girls that already have boyfriends? Kaneko, I mean no, but I'm not his. Issei and Chris smirked. Issei and Chris, not yet. Kaneko, you little. Shuelon, are you done? Chris, for now. Let's get him. They charged at the pawns and rook. Meanwhile, Marion, Sharia, and Burent were walking through the fog. Burent, this fog is so thick, we won't be able to see anything. Then, one of Chris' traps activated and a bunch of red energy blasts attacked them, but they dodged it. Sharia, a trap? Did they really think something that lame would work? Burent, the Grimoires are dumber than I thought. Marion, a cute trick from a rating game version. Back with Chris, Kaneko, and Issei. Shuelon kept trying to hit Chris, but he was dodging all her attacks with ease. Shuelon then went in for a punch, but then, Chris' sword became a shield, and he blocked the attack before parrying her. Shuelon, what kind of sword is that? Chris, a sword that makes me much stronger. Take this. X/. The 2 slashes hit her, and she fell to the ground in pain. Shuelon, who the hell are you? Chris, me? The name's Chris Dreamer. The Dark Hero. Issei, time to test out that move that Chris helped me with. Here goes. Drag, explosion. He got ready for his next attack. He jumped up and slapped the twins. Then, Mira tried to jab him with her staff, but he caught it and broke it. Issei, take this. He palmed her shoulder. Mira, my staff, it's broken. We can't lose to this dweeb. No, if we do, Lord Riser's gonna be pissed off. Issei, bring it on. The 3 pawns charged at. Issei, here's my special move. Chris, do it Issei. Issei, take this. World of Pain. He snapped his fingers, and suddenly, the 3 pawns dropped down and screamed in agony. They were feeling an immense amount of pain. Issei, how do you like that? I was originally going to use a move to trip my foes naked, but Chris had me scrap that idea for a few reasons. Then he gave me the idea to use it in a different way. This move of mine triggers my foes' nociceptors and a major level, making them feel an excruciating amount of pain. Kaneko, glad Chris was able to talk you out of it. Issei, more like he threatened me with even more pain than the combined amount of pain they're going through right now. But I guess that works too. Rias, Kaneko, Issei, Chris, what's your status? Chris, all good. The gym's under our control. Rias, good work. Akino is in position and she's ready to go. You need to get out of there immediately. The 3 nodded and ran off. After they did, a massive amount of lightning struck the gym and destroyed it completely. Chris, youch. Akino, boom. Graphia, 3 of Lord Riser's pawns and 1 of Lord Riser's rooks retired. Issei, cool. Chris, right. With Rias. All right, Israel. I want you to head for the gym right now. Now that the gym has been destroyed, Lord Riser's gonna unleash everything he has, including his queen, and she'll likely target Kaneko first. Make sure no harm comes to her. Israel, right. Israel then flew off, with Chris, Issei, and Kaneko. Chris, what now? Kaneko, we need to get to the athletic field as soon as we can. Kiba and Des are waiting for us there. If we see any bad guys, we own them. Sound good? Chris, hell yeah. Issei, I just hope Kiba and Des are doing okay. Meanwhile, Marion, do the Grimoires really believe these stupid traps are going to slow us down at all? Then, they saw the home base. Burent, there it is. Their home base. But when they got close, it vanished. Marion, what is this? Kiba, hello ladies. Des, what's up? Kiba and Des showed up. Des, looking for something? How does a little company sound? Kiba, if you're feeling lonely, we might be what you need. Sharia, we walked right into that one, didn't we? Kiba, what Chris was doing was simply making small traps to lure you away from us. If anyone knows how to make good traps, it's him. You should have seen what he did on our first day of training. Sharia, I hate to burst your bubble, 'cause you're kind of my type, blondie, but as cute as you are, do you think you two can take all three of us at once? Des, let's find out. Des, you're facing against Rias Knights after all. Back with Chris, Issei, and Kaneko. Chris, they'll be fine. Trust me. Kaneko, let's go. But as she walked, a massive explosion hit her. Chris, oh no. Kaneko, I'm here. Chris looked beside him to see Kaneko there. Issei, wait, how did? Kaneko, I don't know. Chris, I think I do. As the smoke cleared, they saw a familiar figure. Yubaluna, what the? When the smoke cleared, she saw Asriel, completely unscathed. Asriel, seems I made it just in time. So, this was the end of part 1 of this series. Stay tuned for next part of this series, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.